This Brunswick Mesmerize is going to be the most important bowling ball release of the year for me personally, and I'll tell you guys why. Hint, this ball's a hook monster. I'll let you go first, please.
Start it.
Shot number 1.
Oh, God.
Making that look good.
What a start. That one wasn't good.
2 for 2. You guys might recognize TJ Rock, 2-time collegiate national titleist, 3-time Junior Team USA member, the House Bowling Channel superstar TJ Rock.
That one was better.
I need to move. The first one was really good. The second one was about an arrow to the left. Push.
The shim too, that's nice. Mine's got a little bit of lane shine on it.
I dig my fingers pretty far into the ball. When the ball hooks on its own, I have to remember that I don't need to dig my fingers in and like try and get it at the bottom. On tour and in college, we bowl a lot more shots that have a lot of oil, but some of those habits when you're bowling on the house shot aren't quite as good. TJ, a little 4 for 4.
I like that. For being a big ball, this hooks a lot down lane. There's a lot more down lane motion than I thought it was going to be, which is good because I'm going to start needing bowling balls like that when I go bowling tour.
Brunswick made this ball to be the successor to the Mindset, which is now discontinued. And the Mindset was that like big early hooking ball that also continued down lane. Same thing. Like, hey, in college, you know,
Ooh, to the right.
Ooh.
Completely right, but you know, big ball so covered.
I'm like living on the edge here. Every shot is like high flush. On tour, especially on the left side, I throw so much urethane, but when I do throw reactive, I throw balls like the Mindset where it's a big, early, slow hooking ball. So this ball should be that perfect replacement where I can, you know, still keep that early, slow bowling ball motion, much like a urethane, when I can't throw the urethane balls.
And then for me, it's kind of similar, same thing. So in college, I like throwing the bigger balls, like Archetype. I wasn't a big fan of the Mindset just because sometimes when I threw it, it got a little forward down lane with my ball speed. So I always picked the Archetype because the Archetype always picks up and I knew exactly what it was going to do. The Mesmerize is the good in between.
TJ Rock.
TJ doesn't like this house shot too much, so this is making me happy right now.
Finally moved. TJ threw his last night when he bowled a tournament. So if you look at the 2 balls, his is like slightly shinier than mine, which I think is perfect because looking at his, it skates to the front with the ball speed and because he has a little more gains on his. So for those of you out there who are looking for this ball and maybe you have a slower ball speed or a higher rev rate like myself who has both, maybe you take it out the box and you shine it up a little bit.
That strike was mesmerizing.
Dad joke, sorry, can't help it.
Sorry, I had to. It was a must.
Yeah, all right, that's better. Trying to throw it hard and jam it, and then I slowly moved in, got the speed matched up right, so.
And you're hitting more oil now, so the ball's made for oil, so.
So sometimes on the house shot, which I don't love to do, you gotta play a little deeper where all the oil is on the lane. Very nice.
Very nicely done.
Oh no.
Yes, carry.
Just some bad shots here. We are striking so much. TJ's striking a lot.
Ooh.
Wow, what a bad break. TJ, first miss. TJ shot 279 this game. That's when you know I'm throwing it good on the house shot.
There we go.
Just fall off it and just get it. As long as you get the hand in the right spot, it doesn't matter if you fall off, it doesn't matter if you throw it hard.
Oh, that's better.
And he's back.
That's better.
this ball hooks.
Yes.
We've created our own version of a bowling ball scale so we can rate them. We have a link below for all of you guys looking to compare it to some of your other balls. I've rated all the balls that I've done on the channel recently. The hook potential category for me, I'm gonna give this like a 9.25. The original Mindset was a 8.5 for us. This one hooks more than the Mindset and earlier.
The overall hook potential probably a 9 right now. The Archetype for me was about an 8. This one's a little bit closer to a 9 just because it gives me more down lane motion, which that's what I'm looking for right now. Just keep moving, carry.
And when you throw it like that, it's gonna be hard to get there.
That was okay.
But it's
Jesus
not going to be hard to get
Christ.
there. If TJ was bowling by himself, I'd say they're under 30 shots to get to 25 strikes. We brought the right guy.
Whoa.
Yo!
It doesn't make a
even
difference.
matter. The mic exploded. The mic exploded off. Unfazed.
Mid-back swing.
Because it's such a big hooking ball, it's taking so much oil off the lane. With me throwing it slower, I probably have to move every 4 or 5 shots. Back end motion, I'd give it a higher score. I'd probably give it a 5, which for a big ball is a very high score. It makes a decent down lane motion, so I'd probably give it a 5 for back end motion. And with as early as this thing hooks, that's very surprising.
For how early it is, it still wants to continue down lane, which is what I'm looking for too. Probably 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jesus, if that shimmed, I would have been so happy. I still am happy.
Finally got one where I didn't throw it great and it struck. On the sport shot scale, I'd probably give it same score as the Mindset, like an 8.5. It's going to be able to be used short pattern, medium pattern, long pattern. This is going to be like a game 1, 2, and 3 killer, especially for the righties. It's going to be like that early in the block ball.
For sport shot, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's going to be my new big ball. It's going to replace my Archetype, I hope. It looks like it's doing it so far, and I'm going to continue to probably drill a couple more. So.
For house shots, I'd probably give it a much lower score, maybe like a 4.
Well, for house shot right now, it looks like 10 out of 10 because this is ridiculous. This is great ball motion.
4 more strikes we need.
Smooth more.
It's starting to hook a little bit.
Starting to hook a little bit. Swish your 10 pin on me. Thank you.
Again, I finally got to the place in the lane where I don't have to throw it good, and it still strikes. Oh!
That's good.
Like if you're going to a tournament and it's on a sports shot, are you bringing the ball?
Yes, I'm bringing the ball no matter what at this point.
So you're bringing on both of them?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. I would probably have to because it's going to replace my Mindset, so I would bring it to both. But I think at the house shots, it would rarely come out the bag. It's just for me with my ball speed, it's so rare that I need a ball this strong on a house shot.
One?
You want to throw it at the same time?
Sure.
There we go. Ended on a good note. That way, no matter what, even if we messed up the count, we should have gotten there. I'm going to throw a couple shots with the Mindset. TJ's going to give a couple with the Archetype. Just for comparison purposes, we'll stand in the same spot and see what it does.
Look somewhere.
You can see it on like both of our balls.
As soon as it gets down lane, it just smoothens out.
We stood in the same spot, but both of our balls, you could see how much smoother they were down lane, where the Mesmerize was like trucking through the pins with that down lane motion.
Give that one more right. See? There we go. Because it would have came back from that spot.
And mine would have looked way better through the pins. Yeah, that wasn't even a bad shot for you. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But you just see the difference in motion between the Mesmerize, a much bigger hooking and more continuous ball down lane than either of our other twos. And for you guys out there, we appreciate you watching this Mesmerize video, our race to 25 strikes. You can get yours at buddiesproshop.com/Packy. We'll put a link down below. Now we got to throw this Vaporize, which you can see on our next video.